welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa. If you guys are new here, welcome. So today I just kind of wanted to do a little makeup tutorial for you guys. I'm not 100% sure where I'm gonna go with this, or I don't know, but I feel like when I wake up and I do some of my makeup, I like feel a little bit better about myself and more put together during this quarantine, and I figured I would just kind of chit chat with you guys, and it's not going to be anything crazy, but I just wanted to get on here and kind of film something because I am bored. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's just get straight in. So the first thing I do is throw my hair up because I can't. Do I have a hair tie? I don't want to go get one because I'm lazy. Alright, we'll keep the hair down. But oh, I also wanted to say I got this sweatshirt from a girl on Instagram. Her name is Lauren. She's friends with like Hannah G from The Bachelor, I think. I don't know, I think that's how I found her Instagram. But she's making these wicked cute like tie-dye sweatshirts. I know that's like really in, and it's kind of like ribbed here and stuff, and they're wicked cute, so I highly recommend you guys buy one. And I can like link her Instagram in the description, but this came out really cute and she just cropped it for me. And yeah. Okay, so I think I decided I'm gonna go for like a kind of rosy, fresh, just like a fresh look, nothing crazy. I'm gonna do no foundation because I don't want it to be like a glam or anything. So I think I'm just gonna start with that. I'll just start with the Born This Way concealer, and yeah, so I don't really know what I'm going to talk about, just kind of random things, and maybe just, is this focusing? How I have been feeling this whole quarantine, because I'm sure a lot of us can relate to each other about how we're feeling. And so to be honest, I feel like I've had a bit of like anxiety. I don't really know, not that I don't know why, but like, I mean, I feel like there's like reasons to why I've had it, but I'm not like sure if it's, I don't know, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I just feel like it's like definitely a normal time for people to get anxiety, but I feel like I've been having a hard time with like, I don't know, like coping with it maybe. Like I just sometimes try to pretend like I don't have it, like if that makes any sense. I don't really know. But anyways, I think if you are going through having anxiety, like a lot of people are with you and you're not the only one, and it's nothing to be like ashamed about, because I also think that like it'll pass and subside. It's just under the circumstances that we're in currently. So I'm just gonna blend this all in. I have a mirror like right here, so I'm just gonna kind of like peek at that here and there. My skin's been actually really nice recently, which is kind of weird because I went off my birth control pill. So about 3 years ago, yeah, I think 3 years, I think I was like 16, I went on the birth control pill, and I went on it for I think I went on it for my cramps. And next I'm just gonna take this translucent powder and set my under eyes. I like have to set my under eyes or else they literally will crease. Also, my mom waxed my eyebrows yesterday, and I don't get my eyebrows waxed, I get them threaded. So if you're wondering what that is, it's like a little burn. I also have been on the ointment tretinoin, which is a retinol, and that actually like obviously is like harsh on your skin, and you're not supposed to like see the sunlight without wearing SPF every day, and you have to be careful waxing. I literally completely, ow, oh my gosh, I completely forgot that I was on it when when my mom waxed my eyebrows, so that makes sense that it did do that, but it should go away. I have this like oil that works really well. Next, I'm just gonna take this Glossier Cloud Paint blush, and only gonna use a little because it's like super red. And I just want this to be like a very flush, very healthy look. So we're gonna try and achieve that. Press that in. So yeah, like I was saying, I was on birth control about 3 years ago, and I decided to get off it this past like 2 months or so because I just felt like I wasn't on the right one. Like, I don't know why. I have like really good instincts, and I just felt like I wasn't on the right pill for some reason. I just felt like it was like doing things to my body that it shouldn't have, or like I also had just been on it for a while and I didn't really see the point in being on it, so I kind of just wanted to see what my body would do when I got off it. And yeah, so that's how I've been off it for like about 3 months now, and I haven't experienced like that much change, but I have noticed that like I got a little like thinner, maybe. Like I feel like I lost some weight in like my waist, and I don't know, that could just be like in my head because like people say like the birth control pill makes you like gain weight, blah blah blah, and I didn't think I gained weight on my pill like after being on it for 3 years. I just think my body adjusted to it, but I do think that I lost like some weight, so I don't know what that's from. I also got my period once and then it hasn't came back, so like I don't know what that's about. But I have been breaking out on my chin and a little bit like randomly, like on my like cheek, like I don't know if you guys can see like a little here, and like I really don't break out, and I never did, but that could have just been because on the pill. And I know like after the pill it's common to like have that purge of your skin like readjusting, because the pill does like help your skin. So I didn't have bad skin to begin with, but I definitely think it kind of like is making me break out a little bit, so I'm dealing with that. But it's not awful, but my skin like hasn't been like as great as it was. I don't know if that's like because of the whole quarantine, like maybe I'm not like going out and I feel like I'm like on my phone all the time. I don't know if those even make sense, but I'm just gonna do my eyebrows just using the Anastasia what's it called, I don't know, it's like a brow pomade. I might have to do these off camera because I can't see anything like okay, just did those. Now I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna take this Naked palette and do, I feel like I've done this so many times on my channel, I just take Virgin and Sin. So just basically like any bright color to like make your eyes pop. What was I even talking about? I don't know, but anyways, I feel like I've been seeing a ton of things on Instagram and just like, you know, about this whole quarantine thing, and like I know we're all in like this situation that we're unfamiliar with, and it makes people like anxious and mad, and I don't know. I know like my family's been through it, and we obviously argue all the time, and there's, you know, there's ups and downs about being with your family the whole time, but I feel like instead of looking at the negative, and I might sound so cliche, but to like seriously kind of try and look at, you know, more of the positive sides about it, and just think about the times that like your family is always rushing and your mom and dad might be going to work all the time or something like that, and all the times that you kind of wish that maybe you had more time with them. I feel like it's super important to kind of find someone or something that you want to do in this time, and I feel like that's a place for you to grow instead of just constantly say you're bored, which like I'm a culprit of. I always am like, I'm so bored, but I feel like I do have YouTube, which really helps me, and just certain things that you could be doing in this time to like help you, and when you come out of it you would be like stronger, if you know what I mean, if I'm even making sense. But that's kind of like my attitude towards it, and I feel like that has helped me more so than just kind of like waking up without a plan, or like, I don't know, I just feel like I would be in like such a worse headspace if I was doing that every single day. Next, I'm just gonna take this Stila little eyeshadow shimmer. Just looks like that. I'm just gonna put that on my eyelids. But yeah, that's just kind of how I've been feeling about it, and I feel like it's just important for everybody to kind of find something that you like. I've been seeing a ton of girls do tie-dyeing, which is like awesome. Like I literally got this from a girl on Instagram, and I just saw her page that she did it, and I was like, wow, that's so cute. Like I didn't care that she didn't have like 5 million subscribers, 5 million followers or anything. Like, I mean, I just liked it. I thought it was cute. So just do something that's like inspiring to you, and I don't know, like I feel like the world literally stopped and you could just use that to your advantage in so many ways. I don't know, get on a whole fitness thing. I don't know, get on a new fitness wave, or tell yourself you're gonna eat better, or do something that's gonna help your future. Because another thing that I wanted to talk about was I literally don't stop thinking about my future, and I think that's why I've been having like some anxiety and just like other things I've been going through. But I feel like I'm always just like, my mind is just like racing, and I'm constantly thinking about like what do I want to do next, and like what's my next move, and like in a year from now, like where will I be, and what am I going to be doing in 3 years. And it's like hard to predict that, and especially because we're like, we could feel kind of like we're stuck or trapped in a sense. So that's kind of just like why I think I've been feeling the way I am, but I'm sure other people can relate to how I'm feeling. What shall I do next? I can't even, I need to like see what this, just gonna pop this open. It's the Estee Lauder palette. I've had it for a little bit, and I'm just gonna put more of that white on my eyelids. So I've been into a lot of healthy things, I feel like, lately, which is good because of everything that's been going on. And I don't know, I've just been like finding that my hobbies kind of like shift back and forth. I've always been obsessed with health, and you know, what you put into your body is like helps your skin and all stuff like that, and I really think that it is true, and it actually is true, it's proven. But for me, I just think it's a super important thing, and sometimes I like wish I could do something with like health, and that's what kind of makes me thinking about stuff. And just overall, I don't know, maybe I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do fitness on the side. I'm just taking the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer and putting a little bit on my eyelids. And I'm just always thinking about like nutrition and stuff like that, because it is something I really like. I actually made an Instagram page talking about food and stuff, and I never continued it. I don't know, I think I just got caught up with like school and soccer and stuff, but it's something I'm considering again, so let me know if that's something you guys would like to see. Okay, so I'm also gonna go in with the Give Me Sun and put some bronzer on my face. So other thing I was thinking about was, I think about like really creative and like different ideas at like the randomest times. Like I swear I'll be, I don't even know, like waking up and brushing my teeth, and I'll be like, oh my god, I should film a video about this, or I should like create this, or go do, I don't know. And I wrote in my notes like a list of things that I kind of wanted to like address and talk about. And I'm kind of just gonna like read them off to you guys, because I don't know, it's just a little bit about myself, and I haven't done one of these in like a while, so I guess while I'm doing my makeup I'll just kind of try and like incorporate that. But I'm just putting this Give Me Sun kind of all over to just bronze me up a little bit and give me like a healthy little glow. It's lighting. Is that better? You can like see my ring light in there. Just got a little darker out, so I turned on a light, but this is like what it's looking like so far. It's like nothing crazy. So next I'm just gonna take the MAC blush. It's in the shade Rosy Cheeks. But yeah, so okay, let me see, let me check my phone. I have like a whole list here, as you can like see, and it's just like, okay, what does the first one say? So this is just kind of like what I've learned throughout 2019 and 2020. Why am I stuttering? Okay, so the first thing I kind of wrote down was, I love the feeling of making people happy, and And when I find something that like works for me, I get the urge to tell people. So that's like a big thing with, I feel like that's a big thing with social media in general. So like, for instance, like I'm literally doing it right now, like I'm filming a makeup video in a sense. Like if I liked what I ate for lunch and I thought it was like really easy and I was like, oh my god, that was so easy. Like I feel the urge to like want to tell people and like kind of like present it to everyone, even though I don't need to and some people might not care at all. But for me, I feel like it just like makes me feel a little better knowing that maybe like one person found some inspiration from what I put out there. So that's just kind of what I mean when I say that. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like sometimes people can take it and take it how they want. But I guess my main point is to just kind of like do whatever you want, because I don't know why it matters. Like in the end, if it's like making you feel happy, then that's all that kind of matters. And that kind of makes me think that maybe a job I'll end up doing will be helping people or something along those lines of like, I don't know, doing stuff for other people. I don't really know if that makes sense, but that's kind of like what I got from that. Now I'm just gonna go in with some mascara because I don't have any on. This mirror for that. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go in with the another MAC bronzer. It's just called the Golden Globe. But what was I saying? Another thing that I learned was that I have a relationship with God, and I feel like I kind of like opened up about that a little bit more this year, or 2019, and I feel like I encourage people to do that, but at the same time, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything anyone tells you. And yeah, but that's just something that I did kind of like start doing more, and I started like going to church more on like Sundays, more at a regular base. So every week I would do my best to go, and I just feel like it's definitely like kind of a part of me, if that makes sense, without preaching it on to other people, but kind of just like a part of my life, which is really nice because I always kind of grew up that way and stuff, but it never really kind of took a toll on me like it did this past year, if that makes any sense. So I'm just like really happy that that's where I'm at with my relationship with like the Lord and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm definitely more open to talking about it, whereas before I used to kind of be like embarrassed, as like bad as that is. I also feel like when situations don't work out, that it's kind of like his plan, and I don't know, I just feel like I've learned to accept that if something isn't working, then to just let it go, and that's just that, and it's not in my hands, and it's kind of just like taken upon him. And I feel like that's so much better on my brain than worrying about something that is like not in your control. So this bronzer again and kind of contour my nose a little. Another thing that I learned was that I am pretty sensitive. I never thought that about myself, but I'm definitely like a little sensitive. So I feel like when things are told to me, I just feel like I'm a little bit more, like I take everything to like heart, and it's not necessarily meant to be like that. And I feel like I kind of want to like break that habit, but being, again, like I am just a little bit more on the sensitive side, so I feel like I've accepted that in a way. Like I just accept the fact that I kind of deal with things a little bit differently, and I just kind of take things like, I just like really like marinate things. That's like a weird word, but like I don't know, if somebody tells me something, I kind of just like think about it. I'm like, well, why did they, was there a reason to that, or like what was the, like when they could have just meant it like harmlessly. So sometimes that gets like to be a problem, but I definitely have realized that I'm a little bit more on the sensitive side. I'm just gonna take this Lorac palette and kind of put some brightening powder underneath my eyes. I have also learned about myself that I have used social media like more in my entire life, I think, these past 2 years than I like ever have. But the thing is like I also don't go on my phone a lot. Like, it's kind of weird. For instance, I'll put like a ton of like stories up because I actually work for this company where you like have to put stories up and promote the stuff, but you also I also just like enjoy kind of like capturing moments and like putting them up. I don't know. And I just feel like people might think that girls who do that are kind of like obsessed with like social media. And honestly, for me, I don't even really like go on Instagram. Like, as weird as that is, like I think I just like use it more than I go on it. And I feel like that's a little bit of a healthier way to use social media, just because if you're constantly on it and comparing yourself, that's so easy to do. It's just an unhealthy like habit, and like why even have social media in the first place? So I feel like for me, I've just kind of stuck to using it like here and there, but like when I wake up in the morning, I definitely don't use it right away. I broke that habit and I do my own thing, because sometimes you could wake up and you see all these other people, like, I don't know, even for instance like with this whole quarantine thing going on, like a couple times I mean my schedule is definitely off and I've woken up later, but I've looked at, oh my god, but I've definitely like opened up stories and stuff, and I kind of broke that habit. But when I was doing that, there's like girls in Florida and there's girls in like, I don't know, California, all this like sunshine weather, and I'm just like damn, like quarantine must not be that bad for you if you're in freaking Florida, and I'm here in like the rain and it's like half the time it's like cloudy out. So that's what I'm talking about, like stuff like that. I feel like it's like easy to do that, but I've broken that habit with kind of just accepting the fact of where I am right now and just doing my own thing, and then going on social media when I think it's like healthy. Just putting a little bit more blush on my nose. Another thing that I constantly think about is like how I do want to travel, on the other hand, and I'm always thinking about, I don't know, if there's a place that I should be and it's like not here. I don't know why I think like that. Like I'm always like, I don't know, like I definitely just like want my own place and I want to like do things on my own, and I kind of want to be like in the city, like Boston and stuff like that. But then I have to think about like my life here and like all the things and important people I care about are around me. And I just feel like a lot of us kind of get into that mode of like, I hate it here and I want to move and blah blah blah, and like that's totally fine. Like definitely by all means do that if it's going to make you happy, even if it's like a scary jump. But I also feel like sometimes I lose sight of the things that I have around me, and I should just be content like where I'm at, and my life will pick up when I'm a little older, and like there's nothing wrong with that. If you guys don't know, I go to school at Western New England, which is literally like 10 minutes, 15 minutes from my house, and I love the school, I love my team, I play soccer, I love like the community and stuff, but I just sometimes wish that I was like in an area that was like different, I guess. Like I don't know if that really makes sense, but I don't think that's like a reason to kind of pick up and like leave, if that makes sense. I just feel like that would be like stupid, and I'm already gonna be like a junior next year, so it would kind of just be like, I don't know, it kind of just like makes me nervous that I think that. But sometimes I just have to think I wish I was like at the beach or something, which is like a stupid reason to just transfer. I feel like that will be one of my goals, is like eventually after college I will just move to Florida for a couple years and financially make money and kind of just live out there for a couple years or something like that. And I think there's nothing wrong with setting goals, and that's kind of just like what I've been using this time for, to be honest. Just thinking about like my future, and I write my goals down and I'm trying to like put all that stuff into place, but doing all of that without kind of getting like in over my head. Spray some setting powder and then apply my highlighter. Another thing I wanted to address was that I feel like sometimes I wake up and I'm just like bleh, like I know I've done that so many times during this whole quarantine thing. I've like woken up and I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. I just, for whatever reason, I'm like couch potato. Like I literally will just like lay and do nothing. It's just hard to like get your mind into a place that it doesn't want to be, like, if that makes sense. And I feel like there's no need to make yourself do something that's just gonna make your brain hurt even more. So for instance, I'm just trying to say, like, if you're having a bad day or you just don't, you're not, like, you go to work out and you're just not feeling it and you're not motivated, then like just don't work out. Like, not who cares, but just start. My camera just shut off, so I don't even know where I was at. But take this Starlit powder and I'm gonna just put that on as a highlighter. Oh, but yeah, if you're just kind of feeling like not into it, I think it's important to kind of just tell yourself it's fine, make like a to-do list for the next day and kind of just make that like your start over point. But there's no reason to kind of force yourself to do anything that your body just isn't really in the mood to do. I mean, and that's different with like working out. I mean, I think discipline and that are two different things. And for me, there's times I don't want to work out, but then I like feel amazing after I do. So if you want to get in like a workout, but I'm just saying if you're like not up to, I don't know, doing like your homework like right that second, like don't do your homework. Take like a 20-minute break and then kind of go back to it. And I feel like those are just like healthy habits to kind of like achieve. So I'm just gonna take this High Beam Benefit, I think it is. It's just like a cream highlighter. I just want to try it. I like haven't ever used it. I'll like see what it's like. To close this off, I just think it's important for everybody to kind of like check in with your friends and family and just kind of take this time to like embrace everything that's happening and just like really try and like look at it in a more positive light, that like the world basically stopped and you have nothing but time to do anything that you've ever wanted to do. You can literally do it, and just the excuse that you're in your house isn't enough, because you can do a lot of things from your house, on your phone, social media. If you wanted to make a YouTube channel, make one now. You have nothing but time. If you wanted to, I don't know, people are doing these tie-dye things and you want to like make them to like sell them for money, and if they come out cute and that's like a hobby of yours, like go ahead, do it. So when I'm like done with my makeup, I kind of just like go back into everything on my face and I kind of just like fill in some things that I think need to be like done again, or just like, I don't know. So like for instance, I'm gonna put some highlighter on my eyelids. I like love doing makeup. I don't know, I don't think I like need it, and I also like love wearing no makeup at all, because I feel like letting your skin breathe and like look natural is like really important too. But I definitely do think it's like super fun to kind of just get up and like put on some makeup, enhance like what your like look is already, and you just kind of feel like you have a more like even skin tone and stuff like that, and there's like nothing wrong with that. So definitely think that that is cool too. The other day I was on my phone and I found this playlist. It's just like called a happy playlist, and I really recommend everybody finding like a playlist or something that they enjoy listening to, or just like uplifting music. Songs like this will come on, and I've just like been obsessed with this playlist. I haven't really been listening to like rap, which is what I normally listen to every time I, you know, put music on, and I feel like that's probably because I'm not in my car. Anyways, I just put on this like little lip gloss. I don't even know, it's like old. It says Pop. And then I'm gonna put on this Ulta Beauty Stay Fierce, and I'm just gonna put like a little bit on my lips and like overline them a little bit. So that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little bit of what I recreated. I didn't even really know what I was doing. I kind of just did something and hoped it turned out okay. And yeah, I kind of just was sick and tired of feeling like blah, so I actually painted my nails today. I just did like a light little pink, And my mom waxed my eyebrows yesterday, and I and did my hair. Well, I did this yesterday, but I think that's super important during a time like this, just like to do a whole self-care thing, and you guys will feel so much better, I promise. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!